Welcome to English Conversation Café. Learn English through natural conversations.
Okay. Welcome back to English Conversation Café. I'm Max.
And I'm Haley. And if you are new here, oh my gosh, you picked the best day to show up. Seriously. Today's episode is one I've been wanting to do for a long time.
We are talking today about something that basically every English learner has Googled at least once in their life.
Or maybe every single morning before coffee.
Right. The question is, how do I learn English fast? Like, actually fast. Not study for 10 years and maybe you'll get there fast.
Because nobody has time for that. We want results. We want them now. Or ideally, we wanted them yesterday.
Exactly. And here's the thing. It's 2026. The tools, the resources, the methods available right now, they are genuinely incredible. If I were starting from absolute zero today, I think I could reach a strong conversational level so much faster than people could even 5 years ago.
Ooh, okay. Bold claim. I love it. Let's actually get into it. Okay, so can I just start by blowing up a myth that I think holds so many people back?
Please.
People think that learning a language fast means sitting at a desk, staring at a textbook, memorizing verb conjugations for 6 hours straight, highlighters everywhere, color-coded notes.
The full student aesthetic.
And I get it. That's what school conditioned us to think studying looks like. But that is not how your brain actually learns a language. Like, at all. Your brain does not learn language like it learns history or math.
No, it really doesn't. And I kind of learned this the best way possible, by accident. I grew up speaking French at home with my dad and English with my mom. And I never once sat down and studied either language as a child. I just lived in it, heard it constantly, used it every day.
So what does that actually tell us about how the brain works?
It tells us that your brain learns language through massive exposure, through repetition, and, this is really the key one, through actually using it. Not just reading about it, not just memorizing rules, using it, making mistakes, trying again.
Exactly. The discomfort of not knowing something? That's not a sign that you're failing. That's actually your brain working. That's growth happening in real time.
So with that in mind, let's go through the actual strategies. And these aren't random tips I found on the internet. These are things that have real science behind them and that actually work.
Let's go.
Tip number 1, and this might be the most important thing I say in this entire episode. Speak from day 1.
Oh, yes. This.
Not day 30, not when you feel ready, not after you finish the next grammar unit. Day 1.
Because here's a secret nobody tells you. You never feel ready.
Nobody does. Like, fluent speakers don't feel ready either. They just speak anyway.
I used to do one-on-one English coaching, and the number one thing holding people back was this belief that they needed to know more before they could start speaking. Like, I'll practice when my English is better. And I want to gently shake people and say, speaking is how your English gets better.
Every time you try to say something and you mess up, your brain actually locks that in. It goes, okay, that didn't land the way I wanted. Let me try differently next time. That error is doing real work.
So, practically speaking, where do you even start if you're shy or you don't have anyone to practice with?
This is where 2026 is honestly amazing. AI conversation practice. You can open up an AI assistant right now and have a full conversation in English, anytime, about literally any topic you want.
And it is so good. It responds naturally. You can ask it to slow down or simplify. You can ask it to correct your mistakes. It has infinite patience. And here's the best part. It will never, ever judge you for messing up.
Which, honestly, is sometimes the hardest part about practicing with a real person. That fear of embarrassment. That worry that someone's going to laugh at your accent or cringe at your grammar.
Oh, 100%. AI removes all of that. You can practice the same sentence 20 times, try different ways of saying something, be totally messy and imperfect, and that's completely fine.
And then when you do speak with a real person, you've already warmed up. You already have some confidence. You're not starting from zero every single time.
Think of it like rehearsing before the show. The AI practice is your rehearsal. Real conversations are the performance.
Okay, tip number 2. I call this the invisible immersion trick, and it costs literally nothing.
Ooh, free stuff. Go on.
Change the language on your phone to English.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know. People hear this and they immediately go, but what if I break something? What if I can't find my settings? And look, you can always change it back. It takes 30 seconds, but give it 1 week.
How many times a day do you look at your phone? 50 times? 100? For some of us, maybe more?
So every single one of those moments, unlocking, checking notifications, going into settings, reading a message, becomes a tiny English moment. And tiny English moments add up fast.
Your brain starts automatically connecting English words to everyday actions without you even consciously trying. That's passive learning, and it's incredibly powerful.
Same idea for Netflix or YouTube. Switch your interface to English. More importantly, watch with English subtitles, not subtitles in your native language.
This one is a game changer, and here's exactly why. When you have subtitles in your own language, your brain just reads those and kind of ignores the English audio. It takes the easy road.
But when the subtitles are also in English, suddenly your brain is connecting the sound of the word to the spelling of the word at the exact same moment. That dual input is really, really powerful for retention.
And you're watching your favorite show. You're entertained. It doesn't feel like homework at all.
That's the whole idea. If learning feels like a punishment, you won't do it consistently. It has to feel like something you actually want to do.
And speaking of shows, we have to ask you guys something. Drop it in the comments below. What is your favorite English TV show or movie right now? Because we love recommendations, and honestly, your answers every time are so fun to read.
Someone once told us they learned English almost entirely from watching cooking competition shows for about a year. Just watched episode after episode.
And now they're like fluent, and they can explain how to make a perfect hollandaise sauce. Skills!
Exactly. Okay, tip number 3, vocabulary.
Okay, so this is where a lot of people waste huge amounts of time and energy, and I want to talk about it honestly.
Go ahead.
A lot of learners feel like they need to know as many words as possible. They're trying to memorize everything. Every word they encounter, into the flashcard it goes. And I totally understand that instinct. More vocabulary seems like it would equal better English, right? But it's actually kind of inefficient.
Because here's the reality. You don't need every word, not even close to every word. Studies show that the most common 1,000 words in English cover roughly 80% of everyday conversation.
Wait, 1,000 words covers 80%?
80%. So if you really, truly know those words, not just recognize them, but can use them naturally without thinking, you can understand and participate in most everyday conversations. That's your priority zone.
And knowing a word doesn't mean you can translate it. It means you can produce it. You can use it in a sentence without pausing to think. That's real fluency.
So, how do you get there? Spaced repetition. There's an app called Anki. It's free, that shows you vocabulary right before your brain is about to forget it. So it gets pushed into long-term memory instead of disappearing after a day.
Also, learn vocabulary in context, not in isolation. Don't just memorize grateful, adjective, feeling thankful. Instead, learn a whole sentence. I'm so grateful you helped me with that. Hear it, say it, connect it to a real situation.
Your brain loves context. It remembers stories and situations much better than abstract lists.
Okay, I have to bring up something that I am personally obsessed with, and that is the shadowing technique. Have you heard of this?
Tell people what it is, because not everyone will know.
So, shadowing is where you find a native English speaker, a podcast host, a YouTuber, a character in a show, whoever you like, and you listen to them speak, and then you repeat almost simultaneously what they say. Same rhythm, same pronunciation, same pace, same intonation. You're following them like a shadow.
It sounds a little strange at first, but it is genuinely one of the most effective techniques for pronunciation and for getting the natural rhythm of English into your muscle memory.
Because English has a very specific rhythm. It's not just about individual words said correctly. It's about how those words flow together, which syllables get stressed, where the pauses are, how emotions change the sound of things.
And this is honestly why native English is so hard to understand sometimes. Words blend together constantly. What are you doing? Sounds like, what are you doing? Did you eat? Sounds like, did you eat? I don't know. Sounds like, I don't know.
I love that you just said Digit on a podcast. Fully committed.
For science, shadowing helps you hear and produce those connected sounds. And when you do it regularly, conversations start to feel more natural because the sounds are already familiar in your mouth, not just in your head.
And, I may be biased here, but podcasts like this one, great for shadowing. We speak clearly at a natural pace with real emotions and intonation. Just saying.
Truly the most subtle promotion. Okay, let's talk about something that I think is really underrated, and that is learning English through topics you actually care about.
Oh, yes. This one changes everything.
So a lot of traditional English courses use very generic content, right? Business emails, hotel check-ins, doctor appointments. And that stuff is fine. It has its place. But if you want to accelerate, you need to find English content in the areas that genuinely excite you.
Do you love cooking? Watch English cooking videos. Follow English chefs on YouTube. You'll pick up vocabulary like fold it in gently, bring to a simmer, let it rest. And those words stick because you actually care about the topic.
Are you into fitness or sports? Follow English fitness accounts. Listen to sports podcasts. Gaming? Play games in English. Watch English gaming content.
Fashion, travel, true crime, business, science, whatever makes you excited. Find the English version of that. Because when you're genuinely engaged, your brain pays more attention. You absorb more. You remember more.
And the vocabulary you learn is actually useful for your life, your conversations, the things you talk about with friends and coworkers.
As opposed to, I would like to purchase a train ticket to the museum. The museum opens at 9 o'clock.
Classic. Timeless. Never heard anyone actually say that in real life.
Passion is your best learning engine. When you enjoy the input, you seek out more of it. You stop seeing it as studying and start seeing it as just your day.
Okay, now let's have the honest conversation. Because there's a word that everyone kind of knows is important, but nobody wants to hear. And that word is consistency.
Yeah, here we go. The unsexy truth.
Learning English fast does not mean learning English in one intense week and then stopping for a month. Fast progress comes from consistent daily contact with the language. even if it's small, especially if it's small.
10 minutes every single day beats 2 hours once a week. Every single time. And I know that sounds almost too simple, but the science is completely clear on this.
Because your brain builds strong language pathways through regular contact. Think of it like going to the gym. One massive 4-hour workout doesn't make you fit. Showing up consistently, again and again, is what actually changes your body.
So what does a realistic daily English habit actually look like? Like for someone with a full schedule, a job, kids, life.
Okay, so let's build it out. Morning coffee or breakfast? Put on an English podcast. 10 minutes, done. Commute. Whether you're walking, driving, on a bus, more English audio. Maybe 15 minutes. Lunch break? 5 minutes of AI conversation, or run through 10 vocabulary flashcards.
And in the evening, watch one episode of something you love, in English with English subtitles. 30 minutes.
Stack all of that up, and you're getting close to an hour of English every day. And not 1 second of it felt like sitting down to study.
It just became part of your life. That's the goal. Make English so woven into your daily routine that you're learning without even noticing it.
And on the days when you really, genuinely can't fit in much, even 5 minutes counts. Read one paragraph in English. Listen to one song. Review 5 words. Just maintain the streak. Keep the habit alive.
Because momentum is everything when you're learning a language. Stopping and restarting is so much harder than just never fully stopping.
And hey, if you want your daily English habit to include this podcast, we would love to be part of your routine. We put out a new episode every single week. Natural conversations, practical English, topics that are actually interesting and useful.
So if you haven't already, please subscribe. It genuinely helps us reach more learners who need this, and it means so much to us. You can hit subscribe right now. We'll wait.
Seriously, pause, subscribe, come back. We're not going anywhere.
Okay, let's keep going.
Oh, and I want to quickly mention something that trips a lot of people up. The difference between input and output, and why you need both.
Explain that for people.
So input is everything you receive, listening, reading, watching. Output is everything you produce, speaking, writing, texting in English. And a lot of learners do tons of input and almost zero output.
They watch English content for hours, they listen to podcasts, and their comprehension gets great. But then someone asks them a question face to face and they just freeze.
Because understanding English and producing English use different mental muscles. You have to train both. So yes, consume as much English as possible, but also make sure you are producing. Talking, writing, texting, anything.
Even writing a comment on a YouTube video in English counts. Posting a thought on social media in English. Texting a friend in English. Small output habits build up your speaking ability over time.
Think of it this way. A swimmer who only studies swimming technique videos but never gets in the pool is not going to become a good swimmer. You have to actually swim.
I love that analogy. You have to get in the pool, even if the water's a little cold at first.
I want to add one more thing before we wrap up, and it's not a technique. It's about mindset. Because I genuinely think this is the hidden factor that separates people who improve fast from people who stay stuck.
Go on, I'm interested.
Stop treating mistakes like failures. Seriously. In school, mistakes meant you got points taken off. You lost something. So we developed this deep, almost automatic fear of being wrong.
And that fear is so destructive when you're learning a language. Because with language, mistakes are literally how you learn. Every mistake is data. Every awkward sentence is progress.
I remember helping international students when I was a teenager, just having casual conversations with them, helping them navigate daily life. And the ones who improved fastest? They were the ones who threw themselves in, who said the wrong thing and laughed about it and tried again.
Yes, the ones who were too worried about being perfect. They improved much more slowly because they were so focused on not making mistakes that they weren't taking enough swings.
You have to be willing to sound a little silly sometimes, to say something incorrectly, to not find the right word. That's not a sign that you're bad at English. That's a sign that you're actually using it.
Every single fluent English speaker has a long, long history of mistakes behind them. That's not an obstacle to fluency. That is the path.
So give yourself permission to be imperfect. Be messy. Try things. That's where the real progress lives.
Okay, we have one more question for you before we wrap up. And we really want to hear your answers on this one. Tell us in the comments. What is your biggest challenge with English right now? Is it understanding native speakers when they talk fast? Is it finding the words when you're speaking? Building confidence? Listening versus speaking? Tell us. We read every single comment, and your answers genuinely shape the episodes we make.
Seriously, that's not just something we say. We actually read them,
Even the long ones.
especially the long ones.
Okay, so let's bring it all home. Let's do a quick recap because I know some of you like to have it all in one place.
All right, how to learn English fast in 2026. Number 1, speak from day 1. Don't wait until you're ready. You become ready by speaking. Use AI tools if you need a judgment-free place to start.
Number 2, immerse yourself. Change your phone to English. Use English subtitles. Fill your daily environment with English without even trying.
Number 3, focus on the most useful vocabulary first. The top 1,000 words learned really well will take you incredibly far. Use spaced repetition like Anki to make those words stick long-term.
Number 4, try shadowing. Find a speaker you enjoy and mimic their rhythm, pronunciation, and flow. Do it regularly and watch your spoken English transform.
Number 5, learn through topics you love. Find English content in your areas of interest. Passion keeps you engaged, and engagement accelerates everything.
Number 6, be consistent. A little every single day, always. Build English into your routine so naturally that it stops feeling like studying.
And the secret 7th one, fix your mindset around mistakes. They're not failures, they're the whole process. Embrace them.
If you do these things, genuinely, consistently, the progress you make in 3 to 6 months will honestly surprise you. I've seen it happen over and over again.
And we are going to be right here every step of the way.
Okay, that is it for today's episode of English Conversation Café. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. It genuinely means everything.
If this episode helped you, even one small thing you're going to try this week, please subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with someone who's on their English learning journey.
Every share, every comment, every subscribe helps us reach more learners around the world. And that's the whole reason we're here.
Take care of yourselves, keep going, and remember, every conversation you have in English, every sentence, every attempt, no matter how small, that is real progress. It adds up, faster than you think.
You've got this. We believe in you. Bye!
See you in the next one.
Thank you for listening. We hope today's conversation helped you understand real English better. Subscribe and join us for the next episode.